That's my bad.
I hope people can hear us okay. You're good. You are
Not a
good.
minute, because I can't see.
I'll pull up.
All right, guys. Hi, I'm Tiffany. You know me, and I have Miss Sew Becca here with me.
Hello.
And we are hanging out. Should I tilt it down more? We want to know, since it's on early, can you hear us good? There we go. Let us know if you can hear us good. Yes, we have sound. Hi, everyone. Okay. Just making sure, because we are in a hotel room. I only have one mic, and it doesn't work for the two of us, so we're just going to talk louder than normal. And we don't have the chat or anything up yet. She's working on it.
No, I do right now.
Oh, okay. And if you need anything else, ask Scott, because he's there.
You have got, Wanda says, hi Tiffany, thank you for your help getting my shirt signed. You made my first QuiltCon unforgettable. I'll never forget it. Leanne says, good Monday morning from Perth, Australia. I hope everyone is well today. Lots of people saying they can hear you, they see you, and saying hello. And then Anne says, afternoon from sunny Wellington, New Zealand. Hope you're having a great time. Hey, look, there's Di. She says, I'm all packed. Are you?
No. I'm pretty sure Becca and I will work on that later. And speaking of packed, I'm going to go grab the things I got at QuiltCon to show you before I show you what we're doing today.
Yeah.
For live stream.
Yeah, what she said.
Forgot that.
She's going to do a haul video for you.
I knew I forgot bringing something out here.
That's okay.
All right. My haul only consists of nothing that I bought.
Okay.
So first of all, if you guys want to know, the QuiltCon shirt this year is this one.
Ooh.
It's cute.
Yeah, like
And no, I'm not wearing it because I'm wearing my shirt that's new, that I had made. All right. Becca gave me this. It is a hair clip. So it goes in my hair like that, you know, just like we used to do early on in the days. This one's from you, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Becca got me a Arizona pillow, so I can make the Arizona pillow shaped like Arizona. It actually makes a pretty big pillow too. I looked. It's 17 inches by 22 inches. So it'd be a nice size pillow. My wonderful friend Mary got me some blenders. So 2 of those. The lighting really sucks, guys. Sorry. 2 of those.
I can see.
Those are purple. Those are blue. And then this is white with little flowers on it. And then some quilt tags are in here, which are not facing forward, but you guys know what quilt tags look like, right?
They like the pillow. The pillow pattern. That's from Crimson Tate. Heather Gibbons from Crimson Tate.
Yeah, she does all the states.
Yep, she's got 46 of the 50 done. She's got 4 more to do.
Yeah, I saw them all on the racks. All right, I got myself this lovely layer cake here. Like I really needed another layer cake, but you know when you know when you know. And it's just rainbow colors of polka dots, all polka dot fabric, but in a rainbow of a blend. And it's a Wyndham Fabrics, in case you're curious. They're just called Dot to Dot by Wyndham. And then I needed something to do while at Becca's house this week. So she got this for me to sew up.
You did.
It is a half called Half Pack Quilts by
No,
Sassy Sunflower.
No, that's the pattern. So a half pack quilt, if you don't know, quilt shops curate bundles of 6 different fabrics, and
Mhm.
each fabric is a half of a yard. And then they partner with
the
that
pattern.
sunshine quilt, and you get to pick the pattern that you want.
Mhm.
I'm not a huge fan of their patterns, to be honest. I don't think they're well written. I think they're a little confusing, and I don't really like the design that they come up with.
It has a pattern on it.
Yeah, but I do like that fabric, so I told Tiffany she could do whatever she wanted with it.
Yep, so I will be making something out of this. And then I made bag. I showed you guys I made my bag. So we were walking out, where were we? We were in the, where I was in the store maybe? No, we were out in the parking garage. We were in the parking garage going to get to the car, and all of a sudden, boom, my bag falls to the ground. So I didn't put big enough lobster claws on my bag, you know, to grab. I had the kind that you pull the little thing and it closes. Well, I decided to get myself thicker ones, so when I get home I will change my bag ends, because I didn't think I would have a very heavy bag, but I filled it with everything. I literally did. It was so heavy. So I got these to replace. I'm not gonna make a new strap, I'll just replace the parts and pieces. And then Miss Becca was even more generous and gave me my favorite thing in the whole wide world. A purple fat quarter bundle.
You've got Juki Junkies in the chat.
Oh, hello. It's probably
Gigi.
David.
No, it's
It's
Gigi.
Gigi? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was speaking to them earlier.
Well, actually, I don't know. Somebody said hello to Gigi, so it might be David.
Okay. It's called Purple Rain Fat Quarters. I've got you, babe. So it's just all the purples.
All purples.
Because they're my heart right here. And Becca is the bestest friend ever to buy it for me because she knows I love purple. I mean, even my bag is purple. So that's just all I got. And then, so for live stream today, Becca, if you guys watch Sew Becca on her channel, you know that she is on some English paper piecing
I
craze.
just keep going backwards. Like, I keep regressing in my sewing journey. Because for a long time it was like juki, 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 juki. And I'm still all juki, juki.
Yeah.
But I bought my 301 2 years ago.
Hmm.
And I got it restored. I bought it right after QuiltCon last time we were in Raleigh. And I got it restored and painted. And it was always intended to be a travel machine because my TL18,
Mm-hmm.
lovely machine, but super heavy. And I didn't want to carry that to retreats and classes.
Yeah.
So I got the 301 with the intention being that's the one I'm going to travel with. But I fell in love with the sound. And I fell in love with how it sews. It's not as fast as the Juki. Doesn't handle layers like the Juki. But there's something about connecting with that machine that just speaks to me. So unfortunately, my TL18 is no longer front and center on the camera.
That's okay. It's getting pulled out when I get there.
It will be put. She will be put. I mean, she gets used. She gets used because Ian will use her, or I'll use her, or whoever's coming to visit uses her. You just don't see her front and center on the camera. And if I'm doing something that requires layers, like a bag or something, then she's my go-to, 100%. But I'm not going to switch because I've got another station in my sewing room for it. So. But yeah, like it was just really funny because last time I was here, I got the TL18 because I upgraded from the 2010, and then like 3 months later, I was like, oh, 301.
Yep, she did. I was here when she called her husband and said, "Okay, I'm bringing home a new machine."
Yeah. And
funny.
It's like I'm regressing because I went from baby lock computerized to the straight stitch with Juki. And I sewed on the 2010 for about 2 years. And I was like, no, I want the TL18 because I want to have 2 Jukis. That way, if one has to be in the shop, I have the other one. And so I had both. And I was like, why do I need 2 straight stitch machines like that? They're both the same machine, basically. So I shared my 2010 with another friend while I kept my 18. Mm-hmm. And then I went to the 301. And then I went from the 301 to hand sewing. So who the heck am I?
She's not herself anymore.
I'm not. I've lost my.
She's gone cuckoo. So in her cuckoo-ness, we found a booth while we were sitting there, and it was the Moda booth, right?
Yeah.
And they had couches to lounge, but they also had make and take projects.
They did.
So where'd that go? I said, Becca's like, no, you gotta sew one, Tiffany.
They had hexes. You weren't making a flower. You were making more of a
Yes.
cross hexie,
So they have this little thing
like a diamond.
to make this. Okay. Anyways, that's my first paper piecing, or English paper piecing.
It was.
And look, I'll pull it out so you guys can see. I didn't even use the pattern. I just started sewing. Becca has a picture for proof.
I do.
And look, it's not coming apart. It's a miracle.
Now you can applicate onto something.
Yeah. So there's my first ever English paper piece. I mean, the back don't look all that great, but hey, you know,
Nobody's ever done.
nobody ever's going to see that part.
Nobody's ever done.
But yeah, it's I can yank on it. I could probably hold myself up with it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know. It's kind of tight.
I don't know.
So I did not get the bug. I swear to you. I swear.
Except, what are you doing tonight, Tiff?
Except. So she buys these little kits so she could have something to do. And it's these, where's the front page? It makes these bowls.
It's from Paper Pieces. They've got all the paper pieces inside to make each one of
So
those
it comes
bowls.
with all the stuff to make the bowls.
Uh-huh.
And I decided to go with the biggest one on there, this box. So I'm working on, I got 2 on so far. No, I'm on my number 3, right? Yeah, I'm on my number 3. So I'm on my number 3 piece. So that's what we're doing.
So we're just joining ours. I'm making one too, but my bowl's gonna have petals when it comes up. So it's gonna be a little curved around the top, and it's much smaller than what hers is. So we have basted all of our fabric to our paper pieces. And now we're just going through and whip stitching the appendages onto the centerpiece.
Appendages.
So what you're essentially gonna do is build an outside and then an inside. And the difference is just whether or not they're gonna go up or down when you sew them together. So first you've gotta sew all of the little flaps onto the centerpiece, and then you start to pull them up and sew the petals or the flaps next to each other to give it that 3-dimension. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
And just so that you guys can see, I got one. I'm using dinosaur fabric that I got for free from the, I don't even remember booth.
They have so many little booths where you can
Yeah.
like a back
So,
order and
Look at
stuff.
how good I did. It's stitched together so nicely.
Yeah.
And I cut the fabric. Here's our story. I unrolled the fabric because it was rolled up in a ball thing, like a tube.
Uh-huh.
I unrolled it. It's so wrinkly. And we're sitting here and I'm cutting this fabric and then I'm thinking to myself, and she goes, wait, there's an iron. We pull out the ironing board. And it doesn't stay up.
Call it an ironing board.
It's not even an ironing board.
It doesn't even stay up. It does the legs don't lock into place.
And
then when
it's one's longer than the other.
yeah, like it's not a little wobbly, it's like a
lot of
3-inch wobble.
And then I went to iron some more and it fell to the ground, so I just decided, I'll just
She was
iron on the
squatting and
ground.
ironing.
I was squatting and
Squatting
ironing.
and ironing.
Hey, at least I got my squats done for the
You
day.
did. Scott says he loves the dinosaurs.
Yeah, it'll be cute. It's just gonna be a little box
Little box.
with dinosaurs.
Dinosaur box. Gwen says, but Tiffany, that is hand sewing.
Yeah, I know. Am I gonna do it again? Probably not.
I don't know, the chat's saying be careful because EPP is habit forming.
I don't know. I have a bunch of Hexies at home I was gonna make something with, so now that I know what I'm doing, I could probably whip right through them. And
You
that's
probably
it,
have
then I'll
a
be done.
I don't know. You might find that you love it so much you just can't put it down.
No, I don't think so. I put it down already. I'm just barely picking it back up.
When we went to the Moda booth to do the make and take with the Hexies, all I remember is the ladies showing her how to do it was getting her started. And she's like, "Why would you ever do this by hand? I can do it on my machine."
Yep, that's exactly what I said. I could do Y seams, is what I told the lady.
Yeah,
I was like,
and the
I can do
lady
this
just
all
looked
in
at her
Y
like,
seams.
"Okay, if you'd rather do the Y seam, then go do the Y seam."
Actually, somebody out there in this world has one of my. I did a what's the word of it? Rhombus cube, all Y seams.
Oh,
I just did a little one a long time ago. Somebody out there in the YouTube world has that quilt.
The interwebs.
Yeah, in the interwebs, and I actually quilted it with zigzag or fancy stitches or something. It was really cool, actually. It was a pretty awesome little quilt.
I've been wanting to do one of those Rhombus cube quilts. It's on my list.
Well, they sell the things for it. You can do the papers.
They
for
do,
them.
but I don't think. Oh, I can do it as EPP.
Yeah.
Sweet.
See, I did mine.
I've bought enough EPP projects. I probably won't finish them in my lifetime.
Yeah, I did mine with the Y seams all by machine, and I don't even know what the hell I was doing. I just did it. It was back when I was in the garage. Scott was like, "What are you making? That looks so hard." Like, it's just a little thingy. It's called Rhombus cube. Haven't made one since though.
Kaz is saying, by the way, you can use your sewing machine to do EPP as well.
Huh? What? How?
So when people do their EPP, folks are using a zigzag on their machine. They're butting the pieces up next to each other, right? And zigzagging, yeah.
Through the papers though?
No, the paper
They
comes
remove
out.
the paper
Yeah,
and
they'll
then do it.
baste it down, take the paper out, and then zigzag.
I kind of figured, yeah. Yep. So this is what I'm doing. You guys get to sew with me in one way or another, somehow, some way. Just this time it's by hand, and you really can't see what I'm doing, besides looking like I'm piecing by hand.
And there's no hum with the juki.
No juki hum. I can make it for you.
That's not even the right hum.
Oh.
Because it starts off with and it goes
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. It's weird not piecing by machine for me.
Yeah.
My hands definitely holding this does not like it. Arthritic wise, this is not the hobby for me.
It takes some getting used to, for sure.
But I don't need a thimble or anything. That's pretty easy right there, not needing a thimble.
Yeah.
I can do it without that. Which is surprising.
They want to see your shirt. I've asked her to show her shirt 2 times.
Oh.
I can't relay questions. Becca is reading.
It's my new shirt. And no, there's none for sale. Because I had 4 shirts made. One is a rainbow, this one, on gray, a dark gray. Then I have a black one that has a really pretty aqua blue, and they're all sparkly, by the way. And then I have a black one that has a light sparkly purple, and then a light gray with a dark sparkly purple.
There you go.
I had them made for me, just for me and me only.
Teresa's asking me if I'm going to play with the scooter again before we leave. The answer is no.
No, we're
Scooters
done
have been turned in.
scooters.
We're going to leave in the morning. We're going to have some breakfast and get the car loaded, and we'll start heading back to my house probably just before lunchtime.
And then I will spend a week in Virginia planning on a long arm and sewing a project all at the same time.
You'll do whatever you got to do while I go to work and
All work
earn
and no
money.
play.
All work and no play. That's pretty much it.
I
I'll
will
see
be
you in the
playing.
evenings.
I will be playing. You can just work.
Well, is quilting really playing for you? Because it's also your
Yes, it
job.
No, I guess that's where people always say, because I've never really cared about the whole whatever with my YouTube channel. I love that you guys are here and that everybody wants to watch, but I've never been that, oh, I want 100,000 or, oh, I can't wait till I get to 200,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never been that person because I want to keep this as my hobby, not my job. I've never really cared how that goes. Even though it's nice to have it, as big as you guys, subscribe to me. Thank you. But I still want it to be fun. And so it's always fun. And I love quilting. I don't even consider quilting a job. I get paid to have fun.
Yeah, folks are asking in the chat if we're left-handed, and talking about things. The camera is mirrored because we're on the iPhone.
Oh yeah, no, on Samsung. We're on a phone.
We're on a phone.
We're on my phone. My phone.
Camera's
It's like
mirrored.
iPhone. My phone.
So you're seeing things backwards.
Yep, everything's backwards, unfortunately. It usually swaps on its own, but I don't think I hit the setting before I did the button. Sorry guys, it went live when I was touching buttons is what it did. Usually you guys are viewing me from the back side of the camera.
Yep. Folks are asking if we are in the winter storm area. Not presently, however, my house is. So our goal is to arrive home after the storm is finished. I don't think it'll actually be that big of a deal, but Tiffany's not very excited about the snow coming.
No, when I got there, I went to Ian's first, and my friend Ian from Off Kilter Crafter, Ian. I went to his house first, and while I was outside, I picked up some snow that was on the ground, well, icy snow, ice, whatever. I balled it up and I threw it at a tree. I said, okay, I'm done. I hadn't thrown anything. I haven't played with snow since Scott and I went to the Grand Canyon like 12 years ago during a blizzard. Yeah, it blizzarded while we were there. It was so funny because the tires on I had a Suburban at the time. The tires on the actual wheel part of it, not the tire, they had shards sticking out like this far of ice.
Wow.
From trying to drive in it. But it was a 4x, so I was able to get through all that. But yeah, it was a bad storm. You couldn't see anywhere. Like if you were to start walking, you probably would have fallen off a cliff. That's how bad it was.
Layla is near where I live, and she said snow is sticking to the grass, but not the roads.
Ah, okay, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
Well, I just know that it's supposed to be 20 degrees when we leave here. And I didn't completely pack for extreme colds, but she's got a nice warm car with heated butt seats.
I'll make sure the car is running and warmed up before you transfer from the hotel to the car.
Yep.
I'll even bring it right to the door for you.
Yep. Because I didn't bring my hoodie, because her dog Akumu apparently does not like glow-in-the-dark unicorns.
He's a nervous peer. All right.
Oh, you're already done?
Well, I have smaller seams than you do because I chose a smaller bowl to make. So there's that.
Yeah, I chose to make myself a box pretty much.
You did.
I'm making a box to put boxy stuff in.
I'm quite pleased with the flat back stitches. Look.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to show the camera? I would get up, but I'm wearing pajama shorts and nobody needs to see that.
Nobody needs to see that.
No.
So here's her seams. You're going in from the flatness on the back, right? So she's actually sewing in the back side instead of
what they call a flat back.
Instead of folding it and sewing the top like that. She's actually just going on the back, which I'm not even going to try to attempt that. I'm just doing it the way I have seen on the interwebs.
We're fine.
Actually, this way kind of makes more sense to me, honestly.
You're fine. You're totally fine. The only thing is, so there are a couple of stitches that you can do with EPP. The one is what you're doing. There's another one that's very similar to what you're doing, and then the third one is what I'm doing, which is called the flat back stitch. The biggest difference is just how visible your stitches can be from the front.
Yeah.
With yours, they can be visible if you take too big of a bite.
Yeah, some of these you can see.
Some of them you can see. And so a lot of times when you're using that stitch, piecers will coordinate their thread to make sure it matches the fabric.
Yeah.
But with the way I do it, I can use the same color thread all the time because it never comes through the front. You've got a couple of questions in the chat. Nana says, I saw a Max video of QuiltCon. She said the quilts were amazing. Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. There were some I could live without, but so I didn't plan to film or take any pictures of the quilts this year for you guys. I didn't plan on it, but I did bring a camera and a microphone and everything to do something. Maybe shorts, but that's not how it turned out.
It did
So
not.
I had I filmed only what I like and whatever. So when I get home, you guys won't get my QuiltCon video until I come home and can put all my stuff on my computer and edit with my program, because I don't know nothing about her editor, so I ain't even gonna bother trying that. So you guys are gonna have to wait till after the 3rd of March when I get home. So it probably won't be till the 4th or 5th. But I filmed it enough to where I shouldn't have to edit too much, which is good, because I don't like editing either.
Tell us how you really feel.
Right? English paper piecing, it feels like editing to me. It's like, what the heck am I doing?
Let's see, what else do we have in the chat? People want to know the name of the company that did the state pillow patterns. It is Crimson Tate. You can check them out.
Again.
Yep, she'll hold it up.
I will hold it up again. Just remember, it's in reverse.
Yep. It is Crimson Tate.
It's called the Hello Arizona Pillow.
Sandra is asking, will you please share the pattern you're making? The paper pieces pattern.
I am making, they're called bowls, paper piecing,
It's from
and
paper pieces.
from paper pieces, and I'm doing the box kind of one, because it's gonna have an openable, closable lid. So that's what I'm doing. Which will be different, because so far I only know how to do what I'm doing.
Yeah. Let me see if I missed any other chat questions. Where is Ian tonight, ladies? Ian is hanging out with his friends.
Yep, he's out with the dudes.
Yep, the guys are hanging out, doing their thing, and we are sitting in here like little old ladies doing our hand sewing. In fact, Bill came by to say goodbye because he's leaving in the morning and we might not see him. And so he knocked on the door. Tiffany had let him in, and he walks in.
I had the thing in the door, so he was able to walk in.
Like the deadbolt was set so that he could just push the door open, because he's only 2 doors down. And so we were both sitting in our respective beds with pillows propped up behind us, so that it was like kind of like we were sitting on a couch.
Yeah.
And we just had our hands sewing, and we're doing this and watching TV. And he walked in, he just started laughing.
He's like, what in the heck are you, well, he didn't use those words. Are you doing, Tiffany?
Yeah.
He knows she does, but I do not do this.
Uh-uh.
So yeah, he may or may not have taken pictures of us, because there was a rare event.
It was great.
Yeah. And you know, the funny thing is even though we're not behind machines, we're still having a good time.
Yeah. You don't need a machine to do all the things.
No.
It helps, and sometimes it's what you want to use, but you can do it without.
Yep. I definitely have longer seams than you, so mine's gonna take a little bit longer. And may or may not have to finish it at your house.
Yep. We are both doing the same bowl. Or not the same shape, but the pattern's the same. It's the bowl patterns from paper pieces. One is volume 1, one is volume 2. She's doing the one from volume 1 or 2, and I'm doing the one from the other volume.
Yeah, this is one combo, I think.
Yeah.
This one's for intermediate, which apparently I'm an intermediate already.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm pretty sure beginners can do this, honestly.
I think so
You don't
too.
need to be intermediate.
I think so too. Sandra said, thank you, Tiffany. I tried to take a quick pic of the pattern. Hope it helps, because I'd love to find it. Thank you.
Yep.
Leanne says, it's good to step out of your comfort zone now and again.
Yeah, I guess so. That's okay. I was playing with machines at all sorts of booths, you know, because you know me, I got put long arms, and I went to the one, and they put a Dream Big panel on. Well, you guys know I just quilted in one on a Dream Big panel. Well, they had like 2 layers of fabric, 2 layers of batting, and then put the Dream Big panel on top. So that's 3 and 2. And let's just say I can barely move that machine, and I still quilted a petal all nice and fancy. She was like, wow. And then I went to the other side where there was only, 1 layer batting and 2 layers of fabric, and just put Tiffany is here, or Tiffany was here, which is what I do with every machine I play with at the quilt shows. I put Tiffany was here, because that's about all I can do when you don't know the machine, is write a name. You know, cursive writing you can do anywhere, anytime, on any machine. You don't need to know how to do anything on a long arm. You can just cursive.
cursive.
Yep, works every time. All right, I'm ready to start another one. Ooh, look at that. I think I'm doing pretty darn good.
I do
It'll
too.
line right up.
Nice job.
Look at that. That's gonna be a nice little box. Now I
It
need a
will.
thing.
What are you going to use it for?
I'm gonna put dinosaurs in it. I don't know what I'll use it for. Oh, I could put all my stickers in it. Because I got a bunch more stickers. I can put my
What
stickers
is
in
the
it.
quilt covering you? Can we please see your quilt?
That'd be kind of hard because she's in her pajamas underneath, but I can hold up the top corner.
Hold on. We could do this without exposing my PJs to the group. Okay. Ah. Okay, you can hold up one end. Ah.
It's houses.
Oh, hey, it's sideways. There we go.
This is Becca's quilt. Her and our friend Mary, the crafty panda, if you didn't know her from being on Becca's channel, they made the same quilt and they worked on it together at retreats and only together at the retreats.
Yeah.
And they just, was it last year you finished these? You just
Yeah,
finished both of them last year, right? Yeah.
How
You can tell how good of a friend I am. I remember things.
You want grape?
No, I don't. You don't want me to have a grape.
Ah. Okay.
You're in the bed next to me. Ask Scott how we know.
Do templates and patterns come with the pattern? Yes.
Yes, on this one, yes. Oh, where's
No acrylic templates, just the paper pieces. And then the pattern.
Yeah, I cut my fabric around with paper, although I didn't do a very good job cutting because we had limited resources.
Sandra's asking, what fabric are you using? Is it Tula?
No, I don't think it's Tula, and it didn't have a name on the outside of it. It was just a little fat quarter, and I don't know all the lines from all the people's, so, which you already know this for those that have been watching me a very long time. I tend to not know anything but Tula and Kaif. I can spot Tula and I can spot Kaif. That's about it. Oh, and that one line that you like, the, it's flowers, what's her name? It's,
Lala Boutique.
Lala Boutique fabrics. She had an obsession. I don't know. Are you still obsessed with Lala Boutique? She had an obsession with Lala Boutique fabric lines for a long time, and I can spot that too.
Mary wants a grape.
Mary wants a grape. Okay, Mary, catch.
Maybe share any updated info on the cruise. Oh.
Okay, cruise.
Yeah, let's talk about
So
the
we have
cruise.
what, 4 or 5 spaces left? 4.
A very small handful. We've had a couple of cancellations just with life happening. So the guys have a few spaces still available or that have become available, and they're starting a wait list. So if you are interested, maybe you're getting a tax refund. I don't know if everybody does, but if you're getting a tax refund, you're looking for something to treat yourself with, we still have a few spots open. We'd love to have you. We'll be leaving, I think, August 28th.
to March 9th.
No,
I mean,
September.
September 9th.
Ooh, was it the 9th? I don't think it's the 9th.
Maybe it's the 8th.
Yeah, no, I think it's like the 4th, because it's like a 8 night.
You want to know how to know? Go into
Go
the
to the website.
description. Go to the description below this video. Click on the link and it'll take you to it. It's in every video that I have posted for the past year. So that's how you would find that out. But
Yep.
maybe they want to know. We are going to be making a Aurora Borealis Bargello.
Yes.
I may or may not make 2 of them, just because, you know, I'm a Bargello fan and I can make those so fast.
Well, and the way we're going to teach the class is going to be interesting. It's not just going to be everybody do this.
Nope.
So I drew up a Bargello pattern in pre-quilt, or Bargello quilt in pre-quilt, and colored it in to match the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
And I have all the fabric at home. It's all starched and ready to be cut and pieced so that I can have my sample ready. And then once I have that done, Tiffany and Ian will both make one, but we want to do this in gradual steps. So mine is going to look exactly like the pattern. It's going to be the same up, down, curves, whatever. And if you follow the pattern in the fabric in the pattern, then you'll get what I have. Then Ian's going to follow the pattern, but he's replacing all the fabric with his own palette. And so
If you go onto his channel and watch the video, he has a video where he shows the fabric that he's using.
Yep.
I don't have any fabric.
Hold on. So that will be an interesting way to see how the pattern will look is the same, but the different fabric makes it look completely different, so you can make it your own that way. But then the third way that we're gonna make it your own is by giving Tiffany free reign to do it however she wants. And the takeaway from that is we're gonna give you the tools and the skills to be able to walk away from that feeling confident in how a Bargello comes together so that you can customize it and make it the way that you want it.
And the cool part is you'll have 3 teachers there with you. Me, Becca, and Ian. So we will all be there with you to help with all the things and all the questions while we're on the cruise, which is the good part. And then you, are in Alaska, so you might as well take advantage.
I hope we get to see some whales.
Yeah. You're doing the whale watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lisa said, I am obsessed with the Sew America line by J. Wecker Fresh from Riley Blake.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but sure. I can't look anything up. We're really using the device I would normally Google on if I needed to find something.
Bonnie's asking if either of us stopped at the Liberty booth to get Liberty of London fabric.
Liberty of London fabric. That was the one where there were $10 a fat quarter, right? Yeah, nope. Nope. This woman here does not spend $10 for a fat quarter.
$10.50.
Okay, not $10.50.
$10.50.
I don't even
fat quarter.
I don't even spend $3 on a fat quarter, guys. I am thrifty. I have a husband who finds the best deals on the internet. He's like, no, I'll go find it somewhere else. And he does. He shout out to Scott. He finds what I need for cheaper. Somehow, some way. I've seen the fabrics though there.
I have to step away. Jason tried to call me, so I'm just
I have no chat for the moment, so she's gonna go do whatever she's gonna go do.
I'm just gonna go in the other room.
And I am gonna try to tie this off and then grab some of the thread and start over. All right, I'm tied. I need my little snippy snips from her little cool, awesome box thing. So Becca designed this really neat hand sewing thing. If you go on her channel, she shows all this. So I can't see comments, but I'm gonna show you guys her box. It's this really cool thing. I'm gonna put all this stuff in here, fold it up so that you can see how it works. Let's put this right there for a second. So she designed this really cool box, and I don't know all the details on it. Like, it's the Sew Becca box, but you could find info on how to purchase it on her channel. So you guys got to make sure. So it's this really cool box that you just slide the thing over that locks it, and then unlocks it, and it opens up. All this opens up nice and flat. The thread spool comes out like this, and it holds snips. It's got a threader, and it holds all sorts of neat stuff down in there, whatever you want. And then when you're done, just keep your project in there, close it back up, and lock it. So now that she's back, she'll be able to tell you what's going on with it.
Yeah, it's a box that I designed with Heather from Purple Hobbies. She occasionally sends me some 3D printed notions to test out and give her feedback on. And if there are things I really like, I tell you guys about them. So it's a fun relationship because she gets feedback, but if she does really good, she gets free promotion and I get a free gadget. So when she sent me this box, she sent me a box in the fall, and there were several things in there that I liked. But I replied back and told her, I was like, you know what I really want is this, because I'm really into EPP and hand piecing, and I don't have a tidy way to carry all of my things. And so I told her what I was looking for, and I showed her the tools that I work with. And so it's kind of a mess, and we cleaned it out and show you how I normally use it. And I told her what I normally use, and so she designed this box on her computer, and it folds up nice and tidy. You have a sheath here that is magnetized, so you can slide your snips in there and they don't bounce around, so there's a magnet. You have a little shelf, like a little wedge that you can slide the bow and needle threader into, because I think this one is far superior than the Clover one. You've got a couple of thread spools over here that fold up, so it can be vertical or horizontal. And then on this side, you have a little divot to put a little container of thread gloss right here. And then right here is a bunch of little ridges to hold needles, but it's magnetized, so I can just drop needles on there. But I also will use this as a magnetic pin cushion, so if I need to set my needle down, I set it right there. So this thing is amazing, and she makes them in varying things. So all of these little things like the divot and the thread holder or the needle holder and the spool fits, they're all optional tweaks that you can make, so you can kind of make your own version of this.
And you can get them in any color you want.
Yep, she's got them in a ton of colors. But she calls them the Becca box, which at first I was like, that makes me sound conceited to be like, look, this is the Becca box. But it was the working title. So as she was drafting it and building it, she just kept calling it the Becca box because it was a box I had asked her to make. Yeah. And she stuck with it. So that's the
Becca box.
It's the Becca box. She has it on her website. So if you want to pick one up, purplehobbies.com. And if you use the code Sew Becca, you get 20% off everything on her website, not just this box.
That's pretty nifty. I need to thread.
Oh, you need to thread your needle?
Yeah, I need to make a thread and needle, yeah.
Okay, do you want me to show you how to use the needle threader?
Okay, first I need snippy snips.
Snippity doo
Snip.
Woo!
Wait. Gotta come back in there. Oh no, I gotta snip some thread off too.
Yeah, get your thread.
Alright.
Full length.
That seems long enough.
Yeah, doink.
So this is 100 weight thread. I am not using this stuff is thin thread.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, the little magnetized things in there. So, without knowing,
You take
head,
the other piece out. The other piece of thread has to come out of the needle.
and you put the head of the needle
Yep.
in the hole.
The eye goes into the hole, that's right. And then there's a little slot behind the hole that you're going to floss your thread behind. Nope, and then you're gonna pull it towards you and hold it down at a slight angle, but don't hold it super taut. And then you'll push the button and let go. If you pull it up, okay, you were holding the thread too taut because it wasn't able to pull it back in. So if you push the button and it doesn't thread the needle, then you put it back in. Don't hold the thread as tightly and push the button. I think it got yanked out. Okay, hold this one. It's also hard because it's not on a hardened surface. Normally I have this laying on a table. So I hold it kind of like this. Oh, no, it's
because we're not flat.
I need to set it down on a table because it's giving away from me when I'm doing that. And as a result, oh no!
What happened?
The needle! Oh no!
Ready? Needle in a haystack. I don't feel it. I don't see it.
Oh no! Needle time! Wait. No, I didn't. Okay, we're not going to spend all the live looking for the needle. However, we're looking for the needle when this is over.
Yeah, because
those things are sharp. They will get in your foot.
On it, right? Didn't fall this way.
I have no idea, but I don't see it. And I don't feel it. Ooh, there's your butt.
Yep, there's your butt.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to see if it fell on the quilt itself.
Well, that would be best case scenario, wouldn't it?
I'm going to fling it.
Okay.
Okay, I don't see anything on the ground.
I don't either.
Hold towards you.
Maybe it fell over here when I set this down.
Look at this, guys. We're needle hunting.
Needle finding?
Needle finding, needle
finding.
whatever. I bet you it went down in there.
Yeah, probably. I don't see it on the carpet either.
Nope, not either. Nope.
All right. Well, I'll get you a new needle, and we'll look for it after. We can use one of the magnets to
Find it.
hunt it down. Just be careful walking.
I did find a bobby pin.
Oh, Alicia was here.
All right, where's the needles?
Right here, I got them.
Oh. See? No, I thought I would have had to get all the way up.
Nope.
Okay. She's gonna do this and get done for me.
Get done.
Get done.
There we go. And then after I do that, I like to make sure that my lengths are the same length because I always use a double strand. So I cut it twice as long and then I double it up. I get them about even and then I do a quilter's knot. The way I do my quilter's knot is I take the needle in one hand and the end of the thread in the other hand. I turn the needle so that the point is facing in and then I turn the thread so that the thread tail is facing the point of the needle. And then I make an X, I hold that with my thumb and forefinger and wrap the thread around the needle about 5 times, pinch that wrap, and then slide it off of the end of the needle and all the way down to the end of the thread.
You wanna know how I do it?
How do you do it?
I wrap it around my thumb
Uh-huh.
and then twist with my finger, and it goes right into itself and then knots.
It's probably the same thing. I think I'm just using the needle instead of the thumb.
Yeah.
Sounds like the same.
Yeah, I just
effect.
literally wrap my thumb and pull, and it becomes a knot.
Now putting some thread gloss on there,
Which I didn't do on the last one.
Yeah, but that will make this hold up better to the
And it
stitching.
keeps the thread together a little bit
Yeah,
better,
it sure
I think,
does.
so far, since I've been doing this. Alright, where did that end? Right there. Ooh, I gotta clip this out of the way though, because I'm still not used to this. I gotta move things out my way. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Just this. It's a privacy screen. No wonder I can't see
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
it
I
is.
can't see stuff.
You can't see it.
Nope.
Yeah. Mary said, no Liberty fabric for me. Not paying $42 a yard for fabric. Nope. No way.
Okay, I was really surprised at this. I know that quilt shows mark things up, but there were some really, really pretty 3-yard cuts that some of the booths had, and they were like $75. Yeah, for 3 yard. I was like, are you kidding me? I can go where I've been buying it, Marshall Dry Goods, and get 3 yards of whatever I want, and it's $7 to $8 a yard
Oh my gosh.
that way. Like seriously. We buy the big huge bundles and I get the bundles for like $150, $160.
Wow. Gwen is asking, please say where to find the box again. There is an echo. You can get it from purplehobbies.com and use the code Sew Becca for 20% off whatever you buy.
If Karen's here, she'll put a link.
Heather said for us to stand up, the needle might fall onto the floor. I will.
We will when we're
but
done
right
with
now,
live.
we're just gonna leave it where it is.
We're not scooting or moving, so it might not poke us.
That's right.
If we stay still, we're good. It wasn't under my butt, so, and I was the only one that got up. Well, she kind of moved, but not enough for the needle to be wherever. We'll find it. I have faith. Or our foot will find it. Either way.
Heather says she does it like you do. The quilter's not. She said it's quicker and easier for her to do.
Yeah, I just wrap and twist my fingers.
I could
and
never
it's
get
tight,
it. I could
really.
never get that to work.
I
No.
can't do it if my hands are like super achy or sweaty. Those are the 2 things that I can't do it. But yeah, when I was hand sewing that whole hand sewn quilt I had, that's how I did it every single time.
Yeah, I could never get the knot to happen.
I can't do the needle one and slide it down. I've never been able to.
Huh.
I watched so many videos and it just doesn't work for me. It gets stuck and it tangles like about right here, usually.
Interesting.
Everybody does it differently. Although yesterday's I sewed single, I just tied a knot on one end and sewed the single strand because
Yeah.
we were using
50
50 weight
weight,
thread.
yeah. Did we meet Zaza?
Didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Zaza?
Hold on, you gotta remind me who's who.
Brown hair, about shoulder length. with
Taller
glasses.
than me in the scooter.
No, she was not in a scooter.
The
She had the New
brown-
Zealand accent? Or the Ireland accent?
yeah. I don't remember.
There were a lot of people.
You know how many people I met?
I lost count.
I gave away over 100 bracelets and I ran out and still ran into people more and more.
What
and
day
more.
did you run out?
Yesterday. Got nothing for today. So if you were at QuiltCon, I'll just show you the newest
Scotland, sorry. She's from Scotland.
The newest thing is I had custom, it's backwards obviously, Tiffany's Quilting Life bracelets made. So if you were at QuiltCon, you got one, unless I had already ran out. And then on the other side of them, they say, I love to quilt with a sewing machine. So instead of stickers, I did bracelets. So you guys have probably seen it on my wrist a few times, but Becca's got hers on. Yep. Misty and Natalie Doan, they were there and they had theirs on. They were walking around with their bracelets on. Yep. Everybody that got one was wearing them. I felt like I needed to be different than stickers this time. And it was. And it was very liked. Everybody loved them from what they said.
How did Alicia like QuiltCon?
Oh my goodness. She was overwhelmed. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think so.
She liked it.
She liked it, but she definitely was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Like everywhere she went. It was hilarious, actually.
Oh my gosh. Margot said there was a quilt kit on Etsy that included only 100 fat 16ths of Liberty fabric. It was $500 and it did not include the background fabric. She did the math and it came out to around $70 a yard.
Okay. Somebody's trying to put some money, unnecessary money in their pocket. That's crazy. I never heard that before. I know fabric's expensive in other countries, but really? Here? Bringing it here?
I think a lot of it is the tariffs. I mean, it was expensive before, but I overheard a quilt shop I overheard a quilt shop talking at the table while I was having lunch. They were talking amongst themselves, and they got a shipment of Liberty fabric in, and found out at the dock that they had to pay $22 a yard for the fabric, and so
wow.
they just pass it right on.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna pass that tariff charge right on to the customer. That's exactly what happened.
That's crazy. Yeah, no. I'll just go without.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I don't need to have all the newest fabric lines to make a quilt, so, I really don't. It's nice to have good stuff, but I don't really need it.
Bonnie said, I seen you, Tiffany, once. I seen Ian twice, Die from Sister Chicks, and Mac. I didn't get to see anybody else like I did the last couple times that I've seen videos. Nobody was showing anybody. I don't know what that means.
Me neither. I'm lost. Well, I was all over the place. Most people said that they didn't find me because I was in a scooter.
They never think to look down.
Nobody ever thinks to look down. That's exactly what she said. And I said, well, I told everyone I'm using a scooter. Look down, you'll find me.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why some people didn't find me when they did. It's because I was coming at them from a longer distance, and they're waving me down.
Yeah. I also got a late start to the show, so I wasn't here for all 4 days.
Nope.
My daughter came down with flu A right before Tiffany came in, and so that's why when Tiffany came,
I was with Ian instead.
Yeah, she went with Ian instead, and then came down to QuiltCon with Ian, so they got here on time. But I didn't get over to the show until sometime Friday morning, and then I think it was mid-morning, like almost lunchtime, that I finally got over to the show. So I had Friday afternoon and I had all day Saturday at the show, but I also was focused on hand sewing because I really didn't want to spend a ton of money. So I hunkered down at one of the tables in the concession area, and we managed to secure a table for most of the day, and we would take turns having one of us go out, or one of us stay and watch the table while the others went out and looked around. And so for a lot of the time on Friday, I was holding that table down. And then on Saturday, Mary held down the table for a few hours while I got up and got to do some shopping.
Mary, she got the scooter.
Oh.
But it wasn't the kind that I use. It was the
It was called a power chair.
It's the power chair kind. Right out the gate. That woman cannot drive it. So I'm busting up laughing. So I nicknamed her Squirrely because the chair she had it going every which way but the way
You had to
it
use
go.
a joystick like on a video game controller,
Yeah.
and that was not her forte.
Nope, she could not do it. So we nicknamed her Squirrely. It was hilarious because she got stuck in the elevator like 15 times because she couldn't get it to turn around. She had to turn around when she was in the elevator so that she can't, because
You could see she was getting frustrated.
Oh yeah, she was getting so frustrated.
When she went to get her scooter this morning, well, actually every day, she was on a wait list so that if they had a scooter, she could change out a power chair for a scooter. And today they offered that to her. She was like, no.
She was
She's
just
too
getting
nice.
used to it. She's like, oh, I'll just keep using it.
Let's see, there's a couple more comments in here. Tyra said, I saw you in your scooter, but just told you hi and good job. I didn't want to bother you.
You know what? I don't mind when people bother me. If I'm busy
Yeah,
doing
me
it,
either.
just bother me.
Me either. Well, when
Unless I'm like in deep conversation with someone and I'm like they give the minute, give me a minute thing, you know, but if I have to do that like more than 5 times, just walk off.
Listen, when I come to a quilt show like this, I expect to interact with people. So I'm never upset if you want to come up to me. If I want privacy and I don't want somebody to approach me, I'm gonna go back to my hotel room.
You know what I do? I just go outside and have a cigarette. Nobody's gonna find me there because you know you guys know I'm an outdoor smoker. I mean I don't smoke on camera, so most of you maybe you didn't know, but yeah, I just leave the building.
Diva is asking, I want to know how the It Takes a Village quilt is coming along. So that is the Hexie quilt that I'm working on. If you're not familiar with this, when I started EPPing last year, sometime in the fall, I told my community that if they wanted to collab with me on a quilt, they could. I asked them to baste 7 hexies, 1-inch hexies, and mail them into me, and I would assemble them into little flowers, and then I put all those flowers into a quilt. I have most of my flower petals made. There are a lot of blocks, and I'll be starting to put them together to form the quilt. I was actually really excited because one of the quilts that was on display at QuiltCon was all hexies, and it was kind of a gradient rainbow. It was,
I saw that. That one was a good one.
And I love seeing all the different
I think
hexies.
I even put that one in my video.
It's on my favorites too.
Yeah.
It was all these different hexies. So like you had a purple one touching next to a blue one, but she made it a little bit, she put some uniformity into it because every hexie, the center of the flower had a white petal. Mine won't have that, but it kind of gave me a glimpse into what a scrappy hexie quilt is going to look like, and I'm kind of excited about that. Yeah. Tiffany asked me earlier tonight, she's like, how many flower blocks do you have done? I was like, I have no idea. I've lost count.
I've been watching Becca with this whole project since she started it, and you know what? Even though I may not be in the chat saying, you know, go on, you can do this, Becca. She knows that I know, and I asked her, I was like, how many are you at now? Because I know she had a lot, and yeah, she can't even count them now. That's how many.
No, there's a lot. Marco wants to know, did you nickname your scooter?
It's just Speedy, Speedy Gonzalez. Oh yeah, there we go. Mary got the nickname because of the scooter, the power chair that she was on. Nobody named me, so I just, you know, assume that I'm just Speedy Gonzalez because they give it to you all the way on the turtle mode. Yeah. And they expect you to be courteous and kind around people. I turn mine all the way to rabbit. And
yep.
I just go, and I'm so, because I've been riding these scooters for years and years now. I literally can go that fast speed in between everyone. Every now and then I have to slow down because somebody's in front of me and blocking somebody else who's blocking someone else. But honestly, I get through the show pretty quick down each aisle. It's surprising.
My favorite thing to do is I'll look at the quilts before, but on Sunday, I reserve Sunday for my quilt day because there's tons of leftover scooters because most people leave on Saturday. And a lot of folks today that are East Coast left early earlier than maybe they planned. Maybe they already planned to leave on Saturday, but I know several decided to leave yesterday or early this morning so that they could get home ahead of the storm that's
Storm, yeah.
coming. So anyway, all that to say, at QuiltCon on Sunday, there are a ton of scooters that are left over because the supplier brings enough to make sure that they can meet the demand for the maximum reservation. And attendance on Sunday is always lower than the other days. So I love personally to rent a scooter on Sunday, even if it's just for a little bit, and zoom through the quilts. Just like
This time we
shoot, shoot,
didn't play any racing games though. We should have, but we didn't.
No, I kept Mary's after she left for an hour or so, and then I just turned it back in, and I really just wanted to sew, so I took my bag and went and sat in one of the wingback chairs in the lobby, and I just sat there and had lunch. It was so funny because I sat down and I got an empanada from the stand, so I ate. Oh, and it was so good.
It was good.
I brought her the apple one, and I had the beef one. So I was eating my beef empanada, and when it was done, I got my bag and I pulled out my EPP. I was actually working on a hexie for It Takes a Village, and I'm sitting there and I'm just stitching. I've got my legs crossed, all my stuff is set up. I've got it all situated. I'm just going like this, and I can see out of the corner of my eye this lady is coming this way. She's coming down, and she's stopping at every chair and handing people a sticker. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. So let me get a sticker ready, because if she's going to give me one, I'll give her one back. So she comes and stands in front of me, and she was like, do you want a sticker? And I said, yeah, I'll give you one, but could you answer some questions for our podcast? So Ian and I were asking folks at QuiltCon a couple of questions and recording the audio for a special episode of the podcast. And she was like, sure, who are you? That's what she said. And I was like, oh, well, I'm Sew Becca. And I heard an audible gasp from the lady to my left. She didn't know she was sitting near you. she just like forward, she goes, oh my God. that was a fun moment. So I didn't have to say anything after that, because the lady was like, you don't know who she is? And she just told me.
I had one that was out there, somebody that I think they realized it was me, but they weren't 100% sure it was me, because again, I'm in the scooter and I swear she's chasing me down. I kept hearing, Tiffany, Tiffany, and then the sound would get farther away because she must not be able to keep up. I hear, Tiffany. I look back, okay, I'll scoot back to you kind of thing, and I scooted back to her to say hi.
Folks are asking where QuiltCon is going to be next year. It's going to be in Atlanta,
Georgia.
We don't know where it's going to be in 2028 yet, but
2027.
No, 2027.
I mean 28. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I am crossing my fingers that it comes back to Raleigh in 28.
So you can see me again.
I mean, I'd see you if it was in Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking forward to going to Atlanta.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, I've said it before and I'll say it now. QuiltCon's over. I am not going to Georgia. I will not be at QuiltCon 2027. I will be trying my best to do Houston. Problem is I gotta find someone to ride with me in the car.
Scott.
So that I'm not riding alone. He doesn't want to go.
Ah!
He doesn't come with me to these things. Ain't that right, Scotty? Yeah, he doesn't come to these. He would be too overwhelmed, especially by the amount of people. So no, I'm gonna save my money because I want to do Houston. I mean, I love all style quilts, so I just need to broaden my horizon with quilt shows. Although I have been to a traditional, which is that mid-Atlantic.
Mary, if you switched it around or put it off a year, I am sure Mary would fly out to you and drive to Houston.
Yeah.
She wants to go to Houston so badly. That's on her bucket
list.
list.
She can get that time off in 2027. It's in November. It's around my birthday sometime.
Teresa said, Becca, if it is in Raleigh, I want to see a quilt from you. Oh, she is so kind. I can't control that.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is you're going to hear it in my video. I say the same names over and over over again.
I was talking with...
they reject everybody but put 10 of the same persons in there.
Carolina and Mac and I were chatting for a while this afternoon, and they were having a heated debate because Mac feels very strongly that if you get a quilt in, you should only be allowed to have one quilt displayed. period.
1 or 2 at the most.
She was like, no, 1. And if there are 5 that you submitted and got accepted, she thinks that you should get to pick one of those 5, and that's it, because there are so many people that submit, and not
Never
everybody
get
can
to
get in because
enter.
there's not enough room. And Carolina was like, well, I disagree with that. I want to see the best modern quilts that are out there, and if somebody makes the best quilts and they've got 5, I want to see all 5 of them.
Yeah.
She did say that she felt like, as long as it wasn't like overkill, she doesn't want to see 7 quilts from somebody, but she doesn't mind seeing 3 or 4.
Well, I repeated a lot of the same names, but some of them were different last names.
Yeah.
And then the one I did repeat a lot of names of is the one that had that display. Whatchamacallit? The featured artist.
Yeah.
But that's totally different. I understand that.
Yeah. Yep. I submitted a quilt to QuiltCon 2 years ago and it was rejected. I didn't even, or no, maybe it was Phoenix. It was Phoenix I tried to submit to. It got rejected. I didn't even try to submit to Raleigh this year because I was like, the competition is so stiff that I don't.
I do want to enter my dream quilt when it's finally done. That's what I'm entering into QuiltCon. Whether it's accepted or not, that's whatever, but it's going to get entered. And then if not, I will enter it into Houston or somewhere else that I can send it to, because I'm going to put it for sale on whatever show and hope that it sells.
Listen, I know how I can get my quilt to hang at QuiltCon.
How?
I will make it part of my quilt attire. I will string a curtain rod behind me and I'll just display the quilt like a wedding trail.
Now that they do the fashion show,
Yeah.
there you go.
Look at my train, it's a quilt. Just drag it up and down every aisle.
Just put something crappy on the back, that way that can get dirty, because my sweater got so bad and dragged on the ground.
Yeah.
It's so nasty.
Oh, you got so upset about that.
Yeah.
Scott is saying, Tiff, tell them about the little girl that sold her quilt.
Oh my God, see, I can't get to her link right now, or the picture on my phone. Amelia. I think it's Amelia. Okay, it's gonna be in the video when I announce it. For the life of me, her name is Spacey because I've met so many people. 7 years old, the cutest little 7-year-old girl. She's so adorable. So I'm looking at her quilt, and then she comes up to me with her grandma. This is mine. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so adorable. And she's like, and then her grandma starts talking, because then all of a sudden she shies off for a moment until she finds out I have a YouTube channel. So I said, yeah, I'm on YouTube. What, you watch little videos? She says, no, I'm on YouTube too. So I was like, what is your YouTube? But then my signal wasn't working in the building. So I was like, I left it on the open thing so that when I left the building, it would show back up, that I searched her name. And then I came back in and it worked right away. So I went straight over and I said, right while it was on the screen, I pressed subscribe. I said, okay, I just subscribed to you. Now I'm going to tell everybody about you. But I can't tell them the information because it's on my phone. I subscribed to her channel. Aww. But if you go to my, it's Kitty something. If you go to my subscription list, it's because it's public, it's there. It's Kitty Mc something. I don't know. It's so cute though. You guys gotta go. She just does little videos of video games and animation stuff. It's just cute. It's adorable.
Kitty McKitterton?
Yeah.
Is that it?
No.
Oh.
It's a last name, like Mc something.
I'll see if I can find
under
it
my
while you're talking.
subscriptions.
Yeah.
If you go under my subscriptions, it's probably the newest one there. I don't know.
I can't
But anyways,
see.
so she's so adorable, right? Then I run into her later, the next day, and I'm standing there, or sitting there, not standing, talking to her grandma. It's so cute. Her grandma tells me, guess what? I was like, what? Her quilt sold. She sold, the 7-year-old girl's quilt sold for $100.
Aww.
So I'm there congratulating her and giving her hugs. I even took a picture with her and everything.
That's awesome.
She's just the cutest little thing. And yeah, so I was like, do you want to be like me on YouTube someday with big following? And she's like, yeah. And then she found out from her grandma that I made a Minecraft quilt, and she loves
Oh, yeah.
Minecraft. So I was showing her how to get to my videos from Minecraft so that she could make her next quilt a Minecraft quilt. And I was talking to her how easy it would be. Oh my God. Yeah. Sometimes kids annoy me that this girl, she was like the perfect kid.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So yeah, there's this little girl who sold her quilt. Sorry guys, I have had a sinus infection forever, which it's draining because this weather and the humidity is making it drain, consistently drain. So as I talk, plus I've done a lot of talking. In the last 4 days, I've talked to more
You sure
people
have.
than I have in 20 months of live streaming. Like seriously. Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people. Now it's really gonna bug me. What is the name?
I
of
can't
it?
see your subscriptions on the phone. I have to do it from a computer.
Yeah,
so
from a computer. It's
yeah,
available.
yeah.
Yep.
But you can always find the link and put it in the
Yeah, it's
description
gonna
box.
be in the video.
In the
my
video?
video.
Your
Yeah.
QuiltCon video?
Yep, she's gonna have a whole feature for herself.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Oh, and then I ran into Lorelei. I got a selfie with Lorelei this year. Her quilt is absolutely stunning. Did you see that?
I think so, because it looked like her style.
Oh yeah, and she's 16 now, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
she
in the
just-
youth
she had it
category.
yeah.
And that quilt could easily be most of the quilts.
She
in the
was
adult
wearing one
category.
of her tops that she
Yeah,
had made.
yeah.
It was pink. It was so cute. It was so cute. That girl has more talent. Oh my goodness. I told her I aspire to be her when I grow up. Even though I technically am already there, but yeah, she's great.
There's Sherry Yurton.
Who what?
Sherry
Oh,
is here.
hello.
For an hour and 15 minutes. Okay. She wanted to know how long we've been on. For probably about an hour and 15. So if you're
So I've managed to do 2.5 seams in that long. Woo!
Yeah.
This is like so slow.
I know it is not Tiffy speed at all.
This is not my speed. If there was like an electric hand sewing thing, I'm gonna buy it.
However, it is still faster than it would have taken you to do this. Like you will have that completed before we go home, and you didn't have a sewing machine. So if
Yeah.
you would have waited till you had a sewing machine, you wouldn't have even started it.
Nope.
So
Probably not.
maybe slower, but more productive,
Yeah.
more efficient with your time.
I'm surprised I'm still going. I would have stopped.
Tasha said electric hand sewing, aka a sewing machine.
Exactly.
Did you ladies finish your quilted jackets for QuiltCon?
Oh yeah, she had.
It's in the other room.
It's in the other
Quilted
room.
Fest.
I'm not getting up again because if that needle falls, one of us sit and step on it.
Yeah.
The last time I get up will be to turn this live stream off.
Yep.
All right, I have 2 more left.
2 more stitches?
No,
or 2
one
more
more. Oh, I have 1 more.
pieces? You have 1 more. Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
I've got almost the bottom or top of a bowl or a hexagon shaped thingy. That's dinosaurs. Oh, it's not gonna stay. Whatever. I just sewed it. That's why. There you go, needle. 1 more left to sew, and then I have a whole nother unit to do, and then up the sides.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, any more questions? Because I feel
I
like
don't see any.
it's time to get off of here because I've been sitting in the same position. And this is definitely not like machine sewing. I can't stand and sew.
No, I think you're probably ready to take a break.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to be done. I'm gonna hook this one on here so that I know where my needle and thread is, and then that's gonna be it. So any questions, ask them now or forever hold your peace. Because this tonight is a short one.
The last question that I see in the chat is from Margaret. She's asking, where do you find patterns for quilted jackets?
I have no idea. I've never made one.
Google.
Google. I Google everything.
Yep.
Yep, and if you see something you like even, you can use Google image search and find things just that way. Like if you forgot the name of the yardage because you cut the selvage off, just take a picture of it.
Yep.
It's on the internet.
Yep. Interwebs.
Yep.
I find a lot of good patterns on Etsy.
I do too. There's one I want to buy, but it's $84. It's a whole paper piecing thing. It's gorgeous though. I totally would make it.
Yep. Oh, we met Mike Odell from Legit Hits.
Oh yeah, I have selfies with him
Yeah, me
twice.
too.
Well, no, I didn't take one today, actually. No, yesterday. I took one the day before. Yesterday, I just ran into him and we just chit-chatted for a bit. That's it.
Bonnie said, well, you two have a great evening. I hope to see you live at Becca's house. And Becca, you too, you know, after work.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how next Sunday goes because I'm still going to live stream, but from Becca's studio.
Yeah.
So we'll see
You
how
just gotta
that
log
goes.
into your YouTube channel on my computer and then you'll be able to use all the tech.
Yep. So we'll figure out if I'm either long arm quilting or not, because last time I long arm quilted.
I don't know if we should do that again.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe my little project that I will be working on will be the project that I'm working on.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
maybe.
whatever I do.
Maybe you could sew on Ruby.
It's too slow.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week.
She's not gonna be my best friend no more because Ruby's too slow for me.
Ruby's gonna spit on you.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get going. I will see you all in my next video. And like I said, anything QuiltCon video-wise won't be until after I get home.
But she has full use of my sewing room, and so I'll be gone during the day, and she'll be sewing and bored. So I would not be surprised
If I just pop
two
up
lives throughout the week.
Yeah, just watch, because I will be super bored because I can't call Ian and say, hey, what are you doing? Because he works too.
Yeah.
And then Mary's gonna be at the house, but she works too. So
Yeah.
I gotta work. At
You're
your house.
gonna work the YouTube.
Yeah.
Get those
So.
quilts done. I'm gonna come home. She's gonna have all my quilts quilted and bound. It's
I
gonna be
did
great.
8 last time I was here. So.
Let's see if we can break that record.
Yeah, if I'm using the computer bar. I can have all 8 done in one
She's
day.
like, I'm quilting that one and binding this one and piecing this one all at the same time.
We'll see how that goes. All right, guys. Love y'all. See you in my next video. Toodles.
Bye.
Ooh, I almost pressed the wrong button. It's that one. I'm not used to doing from the backside. Scott usually presses it.